Alright, we need the missing side lengths, and then we need the perimeter of this irregular shape. So let's focus on A first. Okay, A is going vertically in this picture. We've talked about this a lot of times. 7 is also going vertical, and 16 is going vertical. Okay, vertical meaning up and down. If you look at the way this is drawn, A on this 16 goes about to right there, and the rest of it would be 7. So basically we're saying we're splitting this 16 into 7 and A. So if we put 7 and A together, we should get 16. Okay, 7 plus 9 is 16, so that means our A is going to be 9. Now for B, B is going horizontal, side to side. If you look at this diagram, 18 is going side to side. The 15 is going side to side, and so is the B. If I bring this 15 down here to the full 18, basically the 15 would stop right there, and we'd have 15 right there. The rest of it is going to represent whatever B is. So basically what we're saying is that whatever B is plus 15 should be 18, so we need to figure out what B is. Well, 3 plus 15 is 18, so we know that B is going to be 3. Now we have all our sides, and now we just need to find the perimeter, which is just a matter of adding everything up. So let's add it up. We got, looks like we got, and I'll circle this so I know where I started on the way around here. I'll start here, and then we'll go this way. 7 and 3 would be 10. 9 would be 19. Another 10 would be 1929. Plus the 5 would be 34. Plus the 10 would be 44. 44 plus 6 would be 50. And then 50 plus 18, 50 plus 10 is going to be 60, and then 68. We should have a perimeter on this problem of 68. 9 and 10 here are going to be somewhat challenging. I mean, really challenging probably, but it's really not if you can break down the different individual perimeter things that we talked about. Makes it a lot easier, okay? So everything we got a question mark on, we got to find, because we got to find the outside of this shape, which would go just like that. We got to find that whole distance around the outside, which you can do, okay? We just got to break it down into different pieces. Now, the first one's going to be really easy. If this is 18, so is that. So I can just cross this off, and I can call that 18. This 18 we don't even need for the perimeter, but we'll need it later for something, because it's not technically on the outside of the shape, but we'll need it to find this. Let's start with this circle right here, okay? This is 6 right here, so I'm just going to put this over for 6 right here, and then I'm going to just draw some dots around here, just as if it was a, and maybe you can't see that, maybe I'll just draw it in here, a full circle. Okay, not the greatest circle, but a full circle. So to find the circumference is basically what we're going to find, and then we're just going to have to cut the circumference in half because we only want half of the circle. So over here, I'm going to make my little chart with radius, diameter, circumference. Okay, our diameter for this circle is 6. We really don't even need the radius for the problem, but we'll put it on there anyways. The radius would be half of this would be 3. Here's the part that we need. Circumference is going to be our pi times diameter. Or simply, we know that 3 diameters is going to be the circumference. So 3 diameters is going to be a circumference of 18. Or, if you want to do it this way, pi is 3. 3 times diameter of 6 is still 18. Okay, so here's the number we need. Now, the 18 represents the distance around this whole circle. We don't need the distance around the whole circle. We only need half of the circle. So I'm just going to cut that number in half to get half of the circle. So I'm going to make our answer to that question mark be 9. So in this whole around the outside deal here, that's going to be 9. Now we don't even need that anymore. Okay, and I'll get rid of this because that's not really even part of the picture. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go. I'll get rid of this too so we don't have to look at this when we're doing the Pythagorean theorem thing here. Okay, we got a right triangle right here. If you just think about this as maybe if turned it like this, it would help. We got a right triangle right here. Okay, this missing side is the slanted side. It is opposite of the right angle, so we know that's the hypotenuse. That's our C that we try to find with our formula. And remember, our formula is a to the second plus b to the second equals c to the second. So now we just need to fill in the blanks. Okay, so it's going to be basically 18 to the second power. We could call this a. We call that one b. 5 to the second power equals the square root of whatever c comes out to be, because we know that the number we get is already going to be taken to the second power, so we need to reverse it. Okay, so let's try this out. 18 to the second power is 324. 5 to the second power, I don't need to do calculations for that. 5 times 5 is 25. Add those together, looks like we get 300. 24 and 25 would be what? 49? 349. Now we need to do the square root of that, and that's going to get us our missing side. So 349, we just need the square root of that, which is 18.6 or 18.7. So 18.6, 18.7. Just to make things nice and easy, I'm just going to round this up, and we've done this before. I'm just going to make it 19. So now we know that the slanted side of this is 19 by way of the Pythagorean theorem, which we've done before. Now I just need to add up the sides. Now let's get rid of the things we don't need, because we're only doing perimeter here. We only want the outside of the shape, which would be the 6, the 18, the 9 around, the 5, and the hypotenuse of 19. The 18, we don't need it because it's on the inside of the shape, so let's add them up here. 6 and 18 would be 24, plus 10 would be 34, but take off 1 because it's only 9, so that'd be 33. Looks like we got 38, plus 10 would be 48, plus another 10 would be 58, but it's only 9, so we'll take it back 1, which would be 57. So the perimeter of this whole shape is going to be 57. And again, it's not that difficult. You just have to pick out the different parts that we've talked about. You know how to find the missing side on a right triangle. You know how to find the circumference of a circle. This one was really easy. We just got to put things together and we come up with our final answer.